Okay, so today's lab, you're going to be looking at, we're going to be doing 3 different reactions. I guess one of them is 2 parts, so 4 different reactions. We're going to get a little bit more practice at identifying the type of reaction, seeing what happens in those different types of reactions, and then figuring out what the products are, writing in the correct products. Okay, so our first reaction here involves a piece of magnesium, a little strip of magnesium here, and this blue solution here that's copper chloride. Okay, really all we're going to do with this one is in a test tube. Grab my goggles. Yeah, and all we're going to do in this first, lab here is mix the piece of magnesium in the test tube, and then add a little bit of copper chloride to that. Tripping out of the side, whatever. So the piece of magnesium and then the blue liquid there. And let's see if you can see what's going to happen in there. Looks like there's some bubbles forming, like on the strip. Maybe a little hard to see, but there's some bubbles forming on that like shiny piece of magnesium. I can hear it a little bit, but yeah. So it's a shiny piece of magnesium, that blue liquid, and it looks like you can hear some bubbles. It looks like there's some like black pieces kind of breaking off of the aluminum. It's not that shiny color anymore. I don't know if you see that. Let's see. It's not that shiny piece of magnesium anymore. It's a little bit of a darker colored now. It's becoming darker, like blacker colored. Yeah, and it's actually it's actually reacting pretty fast. Right. So again, when we were in class, we're just going to keep this one going. I started one before, so you can kind of see the final product. So the final product here is a cloudy solution, which is like not blue at all anymore. Okay. On the bottom, is that like this brownish liquid or brownish solid is formed like all over the bottom. The test tube's even maybe a little bit, or the color's maybe a little bit tinted, tinted like yellowish. So it's kind of like looks like rust. That's what that solid looks like, a rust colored solid is what you end up getting on that first one after you combine. So we started with the magnesium, a piece of shiny metal, and we started with this blue solution of copper chloride. And then we got this test tube here that was like kind of like I said, like a rusty colored solid, and is not blue at all anymore. So what you guys need to do then on your sheet then on your lab assignment is to figure out the type of reaction that occurred and then what the products were. Right? There's space for two products. If one wasn't there, you can just cross it out and say that wasn't there. Okay, so that's the first experiment here on today's lab. Okay, so for part 2 here of our types of reactions lab, we're going to be mixing this silver nitrate with hydrochloric acid. Okay, which is very clear liquid. Hydrochloric acid, it's a pretty weak acid. And then this silver nitrate, which is also a clear liquid at this time. This silver nitrate will get silver all over your skin if you're not careful with that. So what we're going to do is just add a little bit of HCl to the test tube. Okay, add a little bit of that solid liquid. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the silver nitrate. I'm going to do that while it's in the test tube rack here. So I'm going to be careful on this. Add a few drops of that silver nitrate in this bottle. And let's see what happened, right? So we had two clear liquids, and let's see, look at that. It gives us a, looks definitely not, right? It's definitely not clear anymore. You can't see through that. So it's like this white, it's like a white, it's like foamy maybe. So like, it looks like there's some sort of solid formed inside there. See if I can mix that for a minute. Yeah, if you look, there's some like kind of powder that formed on the side. And now if we're giving that a minute, like, this is kind of a minute, it's a second to settle out. You can see maybe that like right about here and down below is like a white, it's a solid settling out, and then the top part is becoming a little bit clearer, becoming maybe like maybe that's the water that was in there that's kind of on top. So in the second one, right, we added the two clear liquids, the hydrochloric acid and the silver nitrate, and then what we get out of that is, yeah, a nice white solid out of there. So a solid, we made a solid out of those, some kind of solid out of those ingredients. Okay. So again, up to you guys now to look at the type of reaction and try and figure out the type of reaction, figure out the products, and write in the correct formulas.